So you might be producing really high quality videos and the content is really great, but you're not getting as many clicks as you think you should be getting because you're amongst a sea of other videos that are competing for the same space. Now, part of the reasons why you might not be getting these clicks is because you haven't been working on your thumbnails and creating really attractive thumbnails. So I'm going to help you out with that inside this video and show you how I design my thumbnails and specifically show you how to design one for IGTV. Now, there are a lot of different options in which you could design your thumbnails. For example, you could use Photoshop, or you could use a free alternative such as Gimp or Canva.com, which is an online based design software. Now, I'm going to use Affinity Photo inside this tutorial simply because that's what I've been using recently as a replacement to Photoshop. It's a really cool piece of software. You should check it out. I'll leave a link inside the video description. So the first thing on Affinity Photo that you need to do is go to a new file. You want to select the dimensions of the canvas to be 1080 by 1920, which will give you that portrait orientation, and that is what IGTV requires the thumbnails to be in, so you want to make sure that is in that format. So I've got this blank canvas here, and the first thing to really point out is that you could do thumbnails in many different ways, but having a great photo as the basis of your thumbnail gives you a great start, and it does a lot of the hard work for you already. So having some nice photos at the ready is great. Now I'm going to use this example of my camera here that I've taken a picture of. So all I've done is I've dragged that in, and I want to go ahead and resize that. So let me just zoom out a little bit here and just crop in or bring in the sides, the edges here. And so I'm just positioning this in such a way that I think is appropriate for what I'm trying to do here with this. Let's say this is going to be a video on cameras or on something to do with photography. You would use something like this, but you could quickly see how you could use any image that could be of yourself, for example, just to replace the image that I'm using here. So now that I've got this image in place, what you want to do is overlay this with some text. And what I would say that is that when you add your text, I'll just click on the text tool here and drag this out so we can have something there. When you add your information for the thumbnails, just make sure that the crucial part of it is at the top, because IGTV tends to have an overlay from the bottom, from the middle downwards, that will hide or block some of the information there. So anything important that you want to be seen, just make sure it's in the top section here of the canvas. So I'm just going to type something out here, cool. I think I want it in all caps. So let's say cool thumbnail. Just drag the corners of that in, and basically that's how you resize. So let's put IGTV in there as well. So now we've got something there saying cool IGTV thumbnail. Obviously this is not high contrast enough because it's dark text on darker background, if you will. So what I'll do first of all is just highlight the text, make it bold by clicking the bold icon there. The next thing that I want to do is to actually mess with the colors as well. So I'll come over here to the colors, and I'll make sure I change it to a lighter color. So in this case, white will do. And straight away you can see I've got something interesting looking. But to help this along, what I'll do is I'll add a shape into it as well. So I'm going to grab my rectangle tool here and just drag out a rectangle. Right now it's on top, but I'll reposition it in just a sec. I'm going to just angle it and move it across so it is positioned in such a way that it just covers just a slight portion of the top left hand corner of the image. And what I'm going to do is just click on that layer, and what I'm going to do is to just drag this layer down underneath the text, but because the text is also white you can't see it. So what I'm going to do as well is change the color, and straight away we've got something that adds a bit more contrast and adds a bit of design flair into the thumbnail as well. One more thing is you could also add, change the opacity here, so you get some of the background image coming through. So I've just reduced it to about 66%, and you can see how it makes it look very interesting and it looks really professional. So once you've completed your design, all you need to do is go ahead and export your image so you can upload it to IGTV. Now, when you export it, you need to make sure that you export it as a JPEG, because that currently is the format that IGTV will accept. So you go ahead and export that. I'm going to do this to my desktop. So I'll just change the location here. So if I jump over to my desktop, you can see that I've got the image here, and this is what it looks like. So all you need to do basically now at this point is to go to your IGTV profile, and you would drag your video into this area here, and go ahead and add your cover image to this location, where it will show up as the overall cover image. One thing that I haven't yet figured out is how to actually edit an existing video and add in a thumbnail after the fact, because I've recently started my IGTV channel and I'm trying to go back and edit a video. It doesn't let me do that. It lets me edit the text, the description and so on, or delete the video, but I cannot see a way. So I cannot see a way to add my thumbnails after. But as you can see, if you're doing a new video, if you're uploading a new video to post on IGTV, you have that option to add the cover image. So if anyone knows how to do this, please leave a comment so I can figure that out as well. I can start doing that. But from now on, I will be trying to make sure that I do all my thumbnails, get it ready before I actually publish my videos, which is really what you should be doing anyway. So I hope this has been helpful. I'll be doing a ton more videos on anything from content creation to brand building, as well as productivity and digital design. So if you are new to the channel and you'd like to see things like this, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.